Hey guys, I'm Jen Lockwood, and today I want to introduce you to one of my favorite lenders.
Hey guys, Eduardo Zaragoza with Towne Bank Mortgage.
And today we're going to walk through what buyers really need to know. Okay, so Eduardo, for somebody thinking about buying a home, what's the first step that they should take?
That's a very good question. You want to start with an initial consultation with a local lender. From there, you'll go and start the application process. The application process is very important to go ahead and get out of the way on the front end because it'll give you a good breakdown of what your monthly payment's going to be and what you should expect your cash to close to be as well.
So Eduardo, during the home buying process, at what point should a client reach out to a lender?
All clients should really start the approval process about 6 months prior to actually purchasing a home. What that does is it prepares clients to know if they have to pay off any debts. It prepares clients to know what your upfront cost is going to be and what you need to save.
Yeah, 100% I agree with that. You know, I've had clients in the past, as you know, they're ready to actually start the home buying process. And then at that point, they want to speak to a lender. What ends up happening sometimes, they speak to a lender and they have to put their home purchase on pause for a couple of months because there's something on their credit that that needs to be repaired, right?
Correct.
So always doing it in advance, definitely 6 months in advance.
Yeah.
So Eduardo, let's talk about some of the things that you and I do behind the scenes prior to a pre-approval and prior to you even speaking to the client.
So a lot of the benefits of working together with a team like Jen and I is we're going to collaborate before each offer, and we're going to make sure that you understand what your monthly payment is going to be. Jen, a lot of the times will call me so that we know if we need to negotiate seller credits in there, how much money do we need to pay at closing, and making sure that the clients are prepared for that.
Right, absolutely. And it always is, it's case by case on every home as well, because sometimes the seller may be in a situation where they're not going to offer seller concessions, right? So it just really depends. And I think these are important topics to talk to about with your lender prior to having those conversations with the client as well.
Exactly.
Setting those expectations, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So Eduardo, how do buyers know what price range they should be shopping in?
Yeah, so a lot of the things that we do behind the scenes as we're going through that application process and getting you qualified is I'm going to break down what your monthly budget looks like. And from there, we determine where that purchase price lands.
Yeah, so if a first-time home buyer or somebody who hasn't purchased in a while, one of the things that I always suggest to them is, hey, when you speak to the lender, let them know what you're comfortable spending per month. And then from there, Eduardo can figure out, okay, so if you want to example, your mortgage is no more than $2,000 a month, he can give us the price range that we need to be shopping in. Is that right?
Exactly, yeah. And it helps a lot because just because you qualify for a $2,500 a month payment doesn't mean you want to be there. Everybody has different lifestyles,
sure.
And we want to make sure that we're tailoring that to you and making sure that you're going to feel comfortable once you move into your new home.
So Eduardo, what are some things that buyers can do that slows down the process?
I think the main thing that can slow down the process for us is not getting documentation in on time. That's one of the biggest factors that can slow down underwriting and making sure that everything is in the file with enough time for the closing to take place.
Eduardo, in your opinion, what's one thing that buyers can do to make their offer stronger?
The biggest thing, in my opinion, is you having a local lender and an approval from a local lender matters a lot. The reason why is a lot of the agents already know the local lenders in town, and I get calls all the time from the listing agent and they're asking, is this client fully approved? Have you guys done the underwriting process? And we always get our clients approved up front, so when they're out shopping, there's no surprises after the initial underwriting process. So very strong offers come from local lenders as well.
Eduardo, what's your piece of advice for somebody who is on the fence buying?
So I think the biggest thing that we hear right now is clients saying that they want to wait for interest rates to come down. The thing about waiting for interest rates to come down is that it also creates more buyers, which means once interest rates do come down, you're going to be up against more competition. So waiting for interest rates to come down, again, is one of the biggest reasons why people are on the fence. Making sure that you do an upfront consultation with an agent, a lender, to narrow down what is the actual difference between a 6% interest rate and a 5% interest rate. Because you may be waiting for a long time if that's the reason you're waiting. If you're interested in taking the next step, we're here to answer any of your questions. Again, even if you're 6 months out, we're here to make sure that you have all the information you need to get ready to make your purchase.
Thank you, and we will see you in the next one.